all right. We are live once again. It's your man right here, the one, the only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster, one of the original road warlords. And as always, bringing you the knowledge and dropping the science in this industry, what we call trucking. Um, Tonight I'll be discussing my talking points return. And what that means and stuff is that, a lot of things that I've been talking about on my channel and stuff, I'm starting to see it being incorporated by others. I'm starting to see these things incorporated by others. And so, that's a good thing, right? It's a good thing that that my talking points are being incorporated. All right, Mr. Robinson, what's going on with you? The problem is, with using my talking points is that people like to incorporate it. Oh yeah, I had this thing for a while now and stuff. Yeah, I got it almost a year. Well, a little over 2 years now. I had over 2 years now. Thing about my talking points is that I can hear it in some of the people that I follow, and I know where it comes from and stuff, right? But my channel isn't large enough to be recognized and stuff, and so people will get those talking points and stuff, and then they'll incorporate it into what they're saying, which is the whole point. But they're trying to project it as the science being their own, as though they created themselves and stuff. And so, it's just as a precursor now and stuff, is that when I began to put this channel into overdrive, right? When I began to put this channel into overdrive and stuff, and the subscribes are gonna go up. One of the questions that are gonna be asked and stuff is like, well, daggone, hey man, you sound like this person here, or you sound like that person there, until I start dropping those receipts and say, well, look, I've been doing this thing, and I can go far back with those same talking points and stuff. And so, just giving people a heads up and stuff is that, you're being noticed, right? And you're being noticed and stuff. I'm glad that you're incorporating it. It's just, be careful now, because when I really put this channel into overdrive and stuff, it's I don't want certain people and stuff to be called out, as saying that they were the ones that created those talking points and stuff, and it was actually your man here, Red Rooster. So, that's why I tell people, do your own research, fact finding studies, harness on your skills daily. You can learn from what I talk about and stuff, but just don't incorporate it to a point to where you say, oh, that was me, that was all me and stuff. No, but I can understand the stuff. A lot of people, when your minds are not, well, I mean, I'm not even gonna say your minds and stuff, man. When you just, when your content is monetized, right, and you're just quick to throw any kind of content out there. When you quickly throw any kind of content out there and stuff, to make a few dollars, what happens is that instead of instead of using the creative minds and stuff that you have, you kind of look around and say, well, okay, well, let me take a little bit from this guy right here because he's small time, right? He's small time and stuff. And so, all right, Brandon, what you got going on? Let's see, you made 15 on 3 water loads only going 3 miles in Allentown. Okay. Back to the Waterlows on Sunday. They hot right now. Hit a broker, head for 4 grand from Florida to Jersey, 1,100 miles. If I allow the markers on fire. Wow, okay. Hey, you got that from Florida to Jersey. That's incredible. That's incredible, man. I mean, hey, just keep it up. If you're in that money lane and stuff, man, keep it up. Get what you can while you can for as long as you can. Cause man, you let some of the other guys tell it like, oh man, the market's just gonna crash any day now. The market's just gonna crash any day now and stuff. But I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Is that it's not gonna crash. It's not gonna crash no time soon and stuff. Is in fact for the next 2 years, because as you can see, that they're lifting up a lot of the bans and stuff from from COVID-19. People are beginning to vacation now. People are beginning to vacation now and stuff, so there's a big demand. There's a big demand for vacationing and stuff, and a small supply of employees and stuff that are able to work these infrastructures, whether it be motels, restaurants, so on and so forth and stuff. But as these places begin to open up now, a lot of the amusement parks and stuff are now open, as opposed, they got to do catch up from last year. So, the infrastructure right now and stuff, man, for the first, it's going to take at least 2 years and stuff for it to even out. So, but like I said, you let some of these guys tell, oh man, the market's just gonna crash, man. And that's just not the case and stuff, especially not this year. Definitely not this year, cause they had a so-called gas shortage. They had a so-called gas shortage, and when that gas shortage hit, many people and stuff were just, many people out here and stuff like that, man, just wanted to be in the thick of things and stuff, so to speak. So, I, of course, have pushed back my vacation again. I said, well, me, I'm just not, it's just not time yet. It's just not time yet, with everything that's going on and stuff now, Kai, just like what you doing, Brandon. It's just, it's kind of hard for me to walk away right now and stuff and say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna take a week off work. I'm gonna take a week off work when the market is booming right now. No matter where you go to and stuff, people are giving you your rates, or it's not even up for negotiation now. Whatever you put out there, that's what people are paying. And so, to walk away, to walk away from that and stuff, I did. The week I was actually supposed to go on vacation, I did almost 6 grand gross with little effort, with very little effort and stuff. So I'm like, it's just right now, I just can't walk away from that. Lorenzo, what's going on? What else you got going? Tomorrow morning I have a load PA to Jersey. 130 miles. You got 1225. Okay. Let's see. Ace Ice Cream load from Connecticut to Northeast are hot the next 3 days. Yeah, ice cream always gonna be a big commodity and stuff. It's just, the only problem is and stuff with the ice cream is that they prefer that you have a newer reefer unit. TBE, what's going on with you? Yeah, they want you to have a newer reefer unit and stuff. So but and then it's the fact that you can have a claim and stuff on you. You can have a claim on you and stuff, man. It's very sensitive. That's why I like they don't let us haul ice cream over here. And we got new reefer units, and they still want ice cream no. Let's let's see, the market's not crashing no time soon. I've been having my authority since July. I've been averaging 360 a mile. Now it's 2021, $5.50. Yeah, exactly. You know, if people been following, what's my man name? HT Logistics. If you've been following HT Logistics and stuff, I mean, he pretty much laid the whole thing down. So I'm like, you know, if anyone has a good forecast about, the economy and stuff, you know, it's definitely him. You know, so I'm like, I tell people like, man, look, if anytime, you know, subscribe to him and stuff like that, buy his literature, because his stuff has been on point, man. His stuff has definitely been on point and stuff. So, you know, let's see, Triple CS, what you got? If you are in Connecticut area and you got a reefer unit, you better ask for money. Connecticut Northeast 6500 or more. Yep, you are definitely right about that. TBE, what's going on? Renzo, all flatbed all day, no appointment. There you go. There you go and stuff. I mean, you know, hey, if it worked for you and stuff, man, I'm just not a fan of the flatbed. You know, me personally, I'm just not a fan of it. But hey, if you can get in that market and stuff, man, and make that money, then by all means, you know, kind of, like I said, it's just with this, you know, with them having, they're having to literally, you know, they want to keep the restriction in play, but it's just, it's not economically feasible to do it anymore and stuff. You know, they said a year, that's the best we can do now and stuff. So, you know, so unfortunately, with everybody returning and stuff, man, it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be kind of the return back to the old way of doing things. Cause I mean, with the whole COVID thing, what I did like is how they handle some of the things and stuff. Like when you went into restaurants, and you know, you went into restaurants and stuff like that, or fast food places, or just stores and stuff like that. But you know, with you know, they're wanting people and stuff to return back to work and stuff. You know, unfortunately, you know, you don't always seem to get the best of the best, you know. And so the thing I'm running into and stuff now, it's like, I mean, you know, some of these places I've been going to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, trying to unload and stuff, and everybody on their phone. You know, I'm trying to figure that out. Like, man, Real J Rock, what's going on with you? You know, who can you be talking to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning? You at work, supposed to be checking me in and out of this place and stuff, and you know, you up here with your Twitter fingers and stuff going on with whoever. So I'm like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if they up that late and stuff, you at work, then they need to be at work with you. You know, bottom line. You know, but let's see. Yeah, you see, you got a -10 one and stuff. Okay. Yeah, them ice cream loads and stuff, they usually want them at -20. They usually want them at -20 and stuff. I mean, I guess, you know, they'll do the -10. It don't matter. You know, it doesn't matter and stuff, man. You know, it's frozen. It's frozen. Let's see, I grossed 32,000 with one truck in March. I just looked at my profit and loss from my account. Okay, all right, 32,000, man. You keep that on up. You keep that on up and stuff. All right, I hope you continue to make that 32,000. You take that and multiply that by 12. You know, multiply that by 12 and stuff. It's just make sure you put your money in the right place and stuff, man. And so just make sure you're putting your money and stuff in the right place. Speaking of accounting and stuff, I don't know if you guys and stuff follow Jay Rich. I don't know if y'all been following Jay Rich and stuff, but you know, she's been You know, she's doing classes now and stuff. You know, she's doing class. She got 20 openings. You know, she got 20 openings and stuff. And so I'm like, I mean, you know, if anyone's interested in investing in their brand and stuff, you know, I say, man, you know, give her a holler, cause um, something else she posted up on her Instagram and stuff, you know, which I was talking about a couple weeks ago, was how people are. All right, Mr. Eastwood, what's going on with you? How people will sit there and say, you know, we're talking about getting the bag, securing the bag and stuff. And so, you know, she gave up some information where, you know, are if people are inquiring and stuff of trying to upgrade their business, then, you know, she's saying, well, look, hey, I got some contacts that's willing to give up $100,000 in credit. And then she tell you what you got to have. You got to be in business for 3 months. You got to have got to be in business for 3 months. You got to have a credit score of 650. Yeah, if you meet those qualifications and stuff, then you know, say hit her up. And she even had the name of the people and stuff who will, you know, who will give you that line of, you know, to send the app and stuff to and everything. And so, you know, those that trying to expand their business, I mean, you know, you got $100,000 line of credit. I mean, you know, get it while the getting's good and stuff, guys. I mean, it's from what I'm understanding, it's kind of a free fall right now. You know, it's kind of a free fall right now. What you got? Yeah, I invest my money every month into mutual funds and the Roth IRA. I am saving towards real estate right now. Okay, yeah. Yeah, definitely put your money and stuff, you know, into some kind of money, in some kind of money marketing, you know, cause like I was explaining to one person, something to one person, stuff about, you know, putting your money to work and stuff, like, yeah, putting your money and stuff to work, like, you know, everybody got their PPP loans and SBA loans and stuff like that. It's kind of, right now, it's not a good idea to buy a truck, and that's simply because, you know, they done kind of raised up the price. They done kind of raised up the price and stuff, man, the down payments and stuff like that, you know, cause with Lone Mountain, for instance, you know, Lone Mountain, their first batch of new trucks, they wanted, you know, they had it at a set price and stuff, you know, the 3 new trucks and stuff that they had. So I go on their site recently, and they done raised up the down payment by $6,000. Each truck that they had that was brand new, they wanted, you know, now the used trucks are still the same price and stuff, down payment. It's just the newer trucks, they want $6,000 down more than $6,000 down more than what they than what was previously asked for and stuff. So it done went from, I believe, 12 to 14% down now, you know. It done went from 12 to 14% down. The payments are still the same. It's just they're asking $6,000 more and stuff. And so, you know, the conclusion is the you know, the PPP loans, SBA loans and stuff, they're just, I mean, I'm getting numerous amounts of phone calls, emails and stuff about how I need to go and apply and all this other stuff there and everything, you know. So if they're hitting me up and stuff, then I already know. Then, you know, they got to be hitting everybody else up and stuff too. So and just about everybody's qualifying and stuff like that. So, you know, you got the money. What I was telling people is that, you know, if you're financing some equipment, right? If you're financing some equipment, then the whole purpose is to make sure that the money that you have, right, you turn into money into capital, and the capital is what goes to work for you. So the argument that I hear and stuff is that some people just don't like making truck notes. You know, they don't like making truck notes and stuff. And so, you know, I tell people you have to look at it from this instance right here, right? Let's just say you go out here and you decide that you're going to buy a truck. you're trying to buy a truck. All right. You know that if you're buying, if you're trying to buy a truck and stuff, then one of the good ways and stuff of establishing business credit is to get your truck financed. Because remember, you need all hands on deck. So right now, you don't have, the only thing that you have is just you going out here there working to get your money. So you work, you get the money, and let's just say you want to buy the truck cash, right? Let's just say you want to buy the truck cash and just be done with the whole financing process altogether. Okay, I'm just going to make my money on the back end by working. Then what you did, you just cut yourself off from opening up a line of credit if you choose to want to expand your business later on, right? Which a lot of people want to do. They want to, expand. They want to expand their business and stuff like that. I mean, they get their own authority, they get their own contract, or they just wherever you are and stuff. You just want to expand. But you went and you bought your stuff cash, so you never really got yourself established. Because right now, if you want to get that other truck, then you got to have that cash and stuff on hand. You got to have that cash and stuff on hand, and instead of putting the work in now to get you a line of credit and stuff, right, which will give you the opportunity to expand. Now you got to go through the process of working and saving up the money and stuff, and then going through the whole beginner's process again, right? Which which I'm breaking down now and stuff is that if you have the money to buy the truck, right? If you have the money to buy the truck, then why worry about a truck payment? I mean, it's just the only thing you're doing and stuff is that you're giving them money down, right? Let's just say they want, you get in the truck, just like this one here and stuff. You go and the truck is $50,000-$60,000, and you got $50,000-$60,000 and stuff on you, and you're having somebody that's willing to finance the truck, right? Well, you're not really out of the money. You're not really out of the money and stuff, if whatever interest and stuff that they charge, you're not out of it, because what you're doing over time is that the money that you have, that you was going to buy the truck, you're just spreading it out over a certain period of time and stuff, right? Which means that you actually have that money that can go to work for you, because it's capital. It's capital now and stuff, because the minimum is your truck payment every month. So you'll have that money. You have that money there and stuff that can go to work. You can set it up as an escrow as you begin to pay yourself back in your business. So as you work, as you're working and stuff, you're collecting your funds and stuff like that. It's not so much as a hindrance and stuff to set up a large escrow for you to match what you already got, sitting in the cut for your truck. Now remember, they're gonna ask for the truck payment once a month. You just got to make sure that you're making your payments and stuff on time, at least for the first 12 months. And that's all it takes. Sometimes it takes a little bit. Some places stuff, man, can get you as straight as 3 months, right? They can get you straight as 3 months and stuff. So you already got the money to purchase the truck. They're giving you financing. So why not take the finance option? Take the money, use the money as capital and stuff, man, in your business to put it in other places. So, you're not really, you have truck payment, right? But you have a truck payment, but the thing is that you already got the money to pay the truck off. If it comes to, if it gets to the worst case scenario where you just can't handle payments or whatever and stuff, which I can't understand that. But again, you're in the world of business. So you're not going to always have cash on hand and stuff, right? If you're trying to expand, if you just want to keep a one truck, one trailer operation and stuff, then that's fine. You always have cash on hand. But any person that goes into business always thinks about, they always have foresight and stuff. And so in foresight, you're always thinking about expanding. And so when you have, again, this capital that you can use, and it doesn't even have to go to trucking and stuff. You have that can go into other places of business and stuff. You got You got this money and you're sitting, and it's sitting somewhere. And if it's sitting somewhere, someone's always going to take notice. It doesn't matter what bank or what bank account you got it in. If you got that money sitting there, someone's going to take notice, and they're going to open you up to more opportunities and stuff, man, on how you can invest this money, right? Because they want the money to go to work and stuff, and then you want the money to go to work for yourself too. And so you just got to be open-minded to a point to where if they offer you the opportunity and get somewhat of an understanding about what it is they want you to invest in. And so now that multiple stream of income and stuff is just not, it's just not in words alone and stuff. You're actually doing it. You're actually doing it and stuff. And so, again, now you got this truck where you got the money, and now the money is going to work for you. That's the capital, which you are now creating credit. And now that you got credit, now your credit is going to work for you, because they're going to start offering you credit cards and stuff like that. Because of the business venture that you're in, they're going to start offering you business line of credit, because of you making payments and stuff, in business, and you're making your payments and stuff on time. So that's how you open up the doors and stuff there, as opposed to just going out here and just buying a truck cash, right? Which I say, that's cool, but you got to keep in mind and stuff, it's not about physical ownership. It's not about physical depreciated ownership of things. It's about having ownership where things and stuff begin to appreciate and not depreciate. So, just because you have a truck and stuff, trucks depreciate. Just like this truck here, when I bought it, a little over $60,000 and stuff in financing, and now, to sell, if I decide to sell the truck right now and stuff, I would probably get nowhere near that. I'll get nowhere near that and stuff. And so, again, you just have to be careful in your investment, because it's good to invest in a truck. It's good to invest in the truck and stuff if you know that your business is solid. But what some people and stuff are doing is that they're offering opportunities for you to get a large car. Some of the large car trucks and stuff, your 379s, 389s, Kenworth W900s, those trucks there and stuff. And so a lot of people want to go towards, they want to lean towards, post your pre-emission trucks, or if they can and stuff, something like a 99, a 99 or lower stuff to be ELD exempt. And see, the problem with getting those older, with getting them older pieces of equipment is that you have particular financial institutions that will finance the truck, right? But the truck has nowhere, that truck doesn't have any kind of value and stuff whatsoever. If you look at it, from, at the seller's guide and stuff, of course, it's a high demand truck because of what you can do with it, right? You don't have to worry about emissions, and you don't have to worry about running ELD and stuff like that. That's the benefit, but that's only if you're in the industry itself. But when you're outside talking about someone wants to buy a whole fleet of trucks, right? Then, they're buying a whole fleet of trucks, the second it hits the auction or whatever, and they have to resell this truck, and they're like, no, I'm not buying that truck for no $60,000, $70,000. The only people that are going to buy the trucks are, like your truck enthusiasts and stuff. And so, the truck got to really have something in it, of almost showroom quality. And you're not going to have a showroom quality truck and stuff, going up and down the road working, so you have to be careful with that and stuff, right? Because people they'll sell the trucks for $60,000, $70,000 and stuff, right? But you ELD exempt, right? That's the benefit. You're ELD exempt. Or I got a fresh end frame in the truck. I got a fresh end frame in the truck, and it's ELD exempt and stuff like that. So you can go out here, you can work. But let's just say something happens, right? Like that's not in your something happens that's not in your control. Someone bags into you, or someone hits your truck and stuff, and then they tow lost the truck. Then the only thing you're going to get is the depreciated value. If you haven't talked to the insurance company, because of course they'll tell you, yeah, the finance company will tell you, well, we got to get you set up with this insurance company here and stuff, because they got to cover you for the full value of the truck. But what the insurance companies and stuff are doing is that they're calling you constantly, trying to get you to, well, this how much your truck is worth, and so you're overpaying, and stuff, so you could drop the what they got you insured for, because whatever they got you insured for, if it's if you get into an accident or whatever stuff, then they got to cover you for that. But if it's overvalued, then again, the name of the game and stuff with the insurance company is to get you, the value of the truck and stuff. And so a lot of these times the trucks are valued, very low. They want very low payouts and stuff like that. So they'll tell you, okay, well, look, man, if you this how much the truck is valued at and stuff, and so look how much you're saving with your insurance premiums. And then you go for it and stuff like that. They don't really update. The only thing they let the finance company know is that your truck is still insured, but they don't give any kind of re-advised policies or none of that stuff there and everything. So you think you're saving some money, and it's like, well, yeah, what's the chances of this happening and that happening and stuff, and then just one day it happens. And so now they're cutting you a check and stuff like that, and you got to, of course, get that to the finance institutions. They're not going to settle. They're not going to settle and stuff like that. So you got to be. But that's just the situation stuff that I'm starting to see a lot of people into, because they're giving out all these loans. They're giving out all these loans now and stuff. Yeah, of course you can go out here, you can buy the truck. Hold up, what are you saying? Let's see, TBE, yeah, just like what you were saying. I was looking at a $50,000 truck. Now they want $70,000, right? Cause the truck is still $50,000, but they know and stuff. You sat there and you got this SBA, you got the PPP loan, the SBA loan, so that money has to be going towards business. But they saying, hey, we'll take that extra $20,000. They'll get you in the door, right? They'll get you in the door, cause everybody's gonna finance now. But that's just money that goes to them. That's just money that's going to them and stuff, right? And they already got interest. They already got interest on top of the equipment and stuff, and then now they're just getting $20,000 more because the money is there and they know you have it. So what I was saying stuff, right now stuff, if it's not a real good time and stuff to go buy a truck. It's not a good time to buy a truck. So if you have the money, just hold on to it and stuff. Just hold on to it. Yeah, just hold on to it, guys. And just let things and stuff kind of teeter out. If I say I would give it to, once it start getting back cold again and stuff, in the fall, the fall season, stuff like that, you can start, things will teeter back out and stuff. They figure, okay, well, all the money and stuff is gone, right? Because most people that get the money, first thing they do is go and put it on something else, with everybody's going on vacation now, stuff like that. And so, that's where all the money is going, and the vacationing and all that stuff there. So, when all that's gone, right, then, those who still have the money, and stuff, you can sit there and you still got that based on your business, as opposed to spending it, which is what they expect you to do anyway. So so yeah, that's the gist there and stuff, man. It's like just put everything and stuff to work for you. Put everything to work for you. It's all hands on deck, because when everything is working for you, then when everything is working for you and stuff, then that's when you can say, well, yeah, I have other sources of income. Yeah, of course I'm working, and I'm not saying for you to cut back on, especially if you're doing a good job. If you you got to understand of your business and how to, how to make things. If you were moving and shaking and stuff, then there's no point in trying to get that up, especially if it's consistent. There's no point in giving that up and stuff, but you got that other stream of income and stuff, which you don't even have to focus on because your primary source of income is, doing what it's supposed to do. That secondary and stuff is so when it's time for you to cash out, then, and where it really counts, you can really, retirement will be it can be a real thing and stuff, as opposed to, as opposed to just being a metaphor and stuff, as to saying, okay, I'm old and I'm getting out of the industry and stuff, guys. I mean, to get retirement benefits, you got to be 70 years old now. You got to be 70. If you was born, I was born 1980, so and I'm going to be 40. I'm going to be 41 this year, so it's pretty safe to say and stuff that a lot of people are in that same predicament and stuff, and so setting up multiple streams of income and stuff. It hasn't been. It's become more easier, but it's definitely becoming. It's definitely becoming something that everybody needs to participate in and stuff. It's not up for. It's not optional anymore. It's almost as it's almost the norm and stuff as a cell phone now. It's almost as norm as a cell phone now and stuff. So I mean, but yeah. So yeah, I see. She's yeah, but Jay Rich and stuff, man. Like I said, if you're down there, I forget, is she in Dallas or Houston? That's why I forgot to see where she was going. She's doing the classes. I just didn't know if she was in the Dallas area or the Houston area. But she got 20 seats available and stuff. And so I'm like, man, hey, if you're in that area and stuff like that, and then those things she's speaking on and stuff like that, to get better clarity of someone that's actually in there, and she's willing to give you the information and stuff like that. And hey, I go ahead and pay that money and get in there and stuff. Invest in your brand. If you have it, if you have the money, you have the time. You're gonna be in the area and stuff. Then hey, go down there and stuff, man, and see what it's about. Cause me on the other hand, if I was inquiring and trying to get into, to get into that and stuff, I would definitely pay for the course. It's just me personally. It would be me hearing some of the stuff, most of the stuff that I already know. But for some people, and stuff, I mean, that's something that you need to hear. That's something that you need to hear and stuff. And I'm pretty sure that her program is going to be something that's more hands-on. You're going to have, you're definitely going to have material and stuff. You're gonna have material and stuff, not like like what my stuff is just me. You got to catch a live or catch a video or something like that. I mean, it's there. It's there, right? Everything's gonna be right there in your face and stuff. And so the itinerary is gonna be there. So let's see what you got, DL. Let's see. How can a person devote time and money needed to maintain multiple streams of income while focusing on driving the truck? Okay. It's a process to it, right? It's a process to it and stuff. But the thing is that the more you do it, the more it begins and stuff to get. The more it begins to get understand, you start to get a basic understanding about something. Cause, all right, what I'm hoping I'm talking about is not to. I hope this answers your question and stuff about. Let me make sure I'm looking at the question again. How can a person devote a time and money needed to maintain multiple streams? Okay. This truck just cranked up beside me and stuff. Let's see. Devote time and money needed to maintain. All right, maintain multiple streams of income. All right, now the thing is that it's a lot of things that you're going. It's a lot of things that you're going to learn, but you're not going to have. You're not going to have everything mastered, right? You're not going to have everything mastered, but you always stick. You know, whatever you're good at and stuff, that's your primary source. That's your primary source of income and stuff. Like, for instance, you know, you drive trucks. If you're good at it, you get an understanding and stuff like that. So if you're in this position of trucking, right, and you're understanding the full fundamentals of trucking, and then someone comes up and then they want to talk about, let's say, real estate, and you know, they want to talk about real estate, cryptocurrency, investment, some of those things there and stuff. All right, now your secondary source of income is where you have to talk to a person to a point to where you're getting a somewhat basic understanding that you're making this investment to a point to where you got some kind of return coming, right? Whether it's you know, the return is going to always be something small. It's going to be, you know, 2%, 5%, but then it begins to grow and stuff as you begin to go over here and stuff and get an understanding of you know, get an understanding of stuff about this second, or you know, this multiple stream of income and stuff. It's just like learning a new task or a new trade and stuff, right? One of the things that I do is I work on etymology, right? That's the understanding of words and linguistics. That's why, you know, I try to, you know, a lot of times people, when I talk to people and stuff like that, the words are used rather, they're like, daggone, that's a big word, or that's a big word there, because, you know, once upon a time I didn't have an understanding about etymology. That's the second thing that I learned and stuff. And so religious scholarly is another thing I'm into. Religious scholarly and stuff, history, you know. So these multiple things and stuff that I'm in, once upon a time I only had a basic understanding about it and stuff, right? So I had to take the process and stuff slow. But the more good you are and stuff at your job, the better you have an understanding about, you know, you begin to use your time wisely. Like, you have downtime, that's the time right there to get a better understanding about the thing and stuff that you're in. So if it's multiple streams of income, again, you know, you dedicate what time and stuff you have to get an understanding about that. So, you know, it takes a little bit of trust. It takes a little bit of trust and stuff, but you know, the best way to learn things and stuff is sometimes, you know, you got to fail at it, you know, and that's, you know, it's something that, you know, we don't want to, you know, nobody wants to fail and stuff, but you know, in order to succeed, you gotta fail. You know, that's just the bottom line. You're not gonna come out here and be no pro. You know, you're not gonna go out here and be no pro and stuff. You know, just like you know, another thing I practice is martial. You know, I practice martial arts. So, you know, I didn't step into the dojo and stuff. Being a black belt on the first day and stuff. It took many years. You know, it took many years and stuff like that. Many focus of practice and stuff. And so, you know, y'all seen where I practice with the sword, you know, but you know, to get to understand the sword play, of course I got to get my hands cut. You know, a few times I dropped the sword and stuff like that, but you know, now it just becomes a part of you. You know, it becomes a part of you and stuff. And so that's anything that you dedicate yourself to, is that, you know, understanding multiple streams of income, you know, those multiple streams and stuff. What is it that you're in? Is it something that you can get an understanding about? Because, you know, it's something that you can get down packed. You know, it's not just, oh well, hey man, listen, if you invest $30,000 over here, then I can give you a $60,000 return, right, off a $30,000 investment. You know, you definitely want to, okay, well, give me a understanding of how the whole process and stuff works, on how I'm going to get this money, right? And so, again, that's the basic understanding. And so, you know, in your downtime, you'll get an understanding about that multiple stream that you're in. And you'll start, you know, once you become familiarize with it, then you'll put it into practice and stuff like that. And if you succeed, if you succeed and stuff, which is the whole point, the more you practice, the more good you'll get at it, and the better understanding you'll get. And so, those things again lead into other things too. Because income again is based upon, it's based upon many factors that's inside that one thing that you're investing in. And so that will lead you to the next thing, because you got this understanding of this, leads you to, it leads you to another path and stuff to follow. So you got that understanding there that leads to, okay, where you have this stream right here that's making money, it focuses you, it points you to another position. And once you go there, because of you having that understanding here, it gives you a better understanding of what goes on in the next place. So like I said, with trucking, right? If you're in trucking, then if you do dry van, then you get an understanding of dry van freight, right? And those dry van freights are always going to be pointing towards customers. And so, once you know who the customers are, then you get a down pack and stuff of when the loads and stuff come out, when the loads and stuff come out, how heavy they're going to be, what routes and stuff to take, what time to go in there and get loaded, what time not to go in there and get loaded. So now you get that understanding there, and then they go to this other place, and that other place which they supply. And so as you begin to talk to them, you say, well, hey, we ship stuff that may get you back down here to this other place where you be doing these loads and stuff to start with. So, one thing led you to another thing, and so now you get an understanding of that, the scheduling and how that works, what kind of what time the loads come out, how they weigh and stuff like that. So now one thing turned into three things, and that's how it is with multiple streams and stuff, is that once you get the basic understanding about it, then once you get the basic understanding about it and stuff like that, if you choose that you want to invest a little bit more, then of course you're going to have to start bringing people in like specialists, like, when people do taxes, of course you could probably do your own taxes and stuff, but, a CPA can do your taxes a lot better. CPAs can do your taxes a lot better because they have time, energy, and resource based upon understanding tax codes. Whereas you driving the truck and you're maintaining your business and stuff there, but you got a basic understanding of the tax laws, but not a advanced understanding. But when you get that downtime and stuff, they tell you about some of the tax laws, and you're like, okay, well, let me familiarize myself with it, right? Since I'm not doing anything. All right, Mr. Turner, what's going on? So, DL, I hope that I hope that answered your question and stuff there. Without, if I lost you, I apologize. That wasn't the purpose and stuff. It's just, it's deep like that. It's real deep like that and stuff. And so you gotta. Let's see, I would like to contact you for some trucking evidence. Can I call you? Yeah, okay, yeah, Mr. Turner, you can my personal information is on my YouTube page. Call me up. Yeah, my personal information is on my YouTube page stuff. Get my number off there. Text me and let me know that's you and stuff. And so we can go into getting an understanding about the trucking evidence. I'm not gonna, once I get off this live though, I'm not gonna be free. I'm not gonna be free till tomorrow I'll be free tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Anytime after 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon and stuff, I'll be free. And but like I said, if you serious, just go on my YouTube page, get my contact information up there, text me, and I'll know that's you, and then we can speak on whatever the stuff whatever it is and stuff, as long as it's trucking. Now I guess we get into the real we get into the elephant in the room, so to speak, right? Now, I don't know what's going on with the YouTube drama. I don't know. But I'm gonna say this: is that I want you to pay attention, because you can learn from a lot of things that go on out here. Remember, in entertainment versus information. Entertainment versus information. Now, I see a lot of people, you know, I seen the hashtags and stuff like that and everything, and so I'm like, okay, all right, good. If you want to be entertained by that and stuff, that's fine, that's wonderful. But you know, what you got to be looking at and stuff is the main picture. Now, those that are entertaining, they're doing it for monetized purposes. They're doing it for monetized purposes and stuff. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, you get your money. Let's see, Left Lane Slim, what's going on? But don't get caught up. You know, don't get caught up in stuff in all the glitz and glamour, because just like most drama and stuff, you know, it always leads to something. It always leads to something counterproductive every time. It always leads to some counterproductive stuff. And so, you know, these are people that are supposed to be, they're supposed to be somewhat of intellectuals. They're supposed to be somewhat intellectuals. They're supposed to have an understanding of business and stuff of some sort. But, you know, they tell on themselves. You know, they tell on themselves and stuff, right? Because of what they involve themselves in, you know. And, I said, it's very questionable. It's very questionable, you know, like, hey, okay, I spoke on Lone Mountain, you spoke on Lone Mountain. Now, I have ownership, and those that are in that drama don't have ownership. But they went through the same venue. They went through the same venue and stuff that I went through. And I'm like, okay, well, what happened? You know, you're supposed to be, you know, now you're supposed to be setting up things and stuff from a business perspective and giving people enlightenment about business and stuff and whatnot. But yet, you know, the path that you took was one that you didn't complete, right? But we went through the same place. You say, ready to push it down, 81. I said, man, well, I'm glad I don't know. I guess in the way and stuff, I should have took 81, but man, this 95, boy. This 95, man, it's just been traffic jam after traffic jam after traffic. And I'm just sick of it, man. But you know, that's the thing I'm saying there and stuff. And so, you know, I'm like, I mean, it's not the individuals who bring the drama, it's the people. It's the people that want to participate in this ongoing thing and stuff, right? And I'm like, I can't teach you, and yet at the same time, you can't be one that be taught if your time, energy, and resources always focus on something that's counterproductive, right? Because we're always talking about how, you know, how people want to, you know, hey man, I want my own equipment, I want my own truck, I want my own trailer, I want my own authority. And yet, you know, I'm like, okay, well, the reality is and stuff, man, is that, you know, it's based upon what you're around, you know, what you dedicate yourself to is what's going to ultimately get you to wherever it is that you're trying to go. So, you know, if you focus on that drama and stuff, then, you know, like I said, don't be surprised when you got 5, 6, and 7 years in and stuff, and you know you really ain't got your stuff on and popping, because you're looking at the next drama and stuff that's coming out. And so, like I said, the only ones that make the money are the very entertainers themselves and stuff. But they know it's a market out here for people. It's a market out here for people that are interested in that type of counterproductiveness. You know, because it's nothing to glorify. It's nothing to glorify and stuff. You know, I'm like, you know, if you're going to be an entertainer, be an entertainer. You know, just don't mix up your business. You know, don't sit there and come off to be a business person. Don't call yourself being a person of business, and then you know you're in this entertainment field and stuff. And then you know when people begin to talk to me, now they want to mix in. Now they want to mix in those conversations with um, actual business and stuff like that. And it's like, well, you know, daggone, I thought you was, you know, I thought you was in the mix of it. I'm like, no, I'm not. You know, when you talk to me and stuff like that, or the things that I post and stuff is going to be strictly about business. That's it. So, you know, when you start talking about certain individuals, I'm like, yeah, I can speak on some of the stuff, right? But, you know, ultimately it's just not, you know, it's not leading to anything and stuff productive. And so if it's not productive and you're talking about trying to do things productively, then you got to remove yourself from those confines of counterproductiveness. You know, like I said, it's cool to, you know, you want to be entertained and stuff like that. You know, it's cool to be entertained, but just don't let it be, don't let it be the say all and be all. You know, don't let it be the say all and be all and stuff, because, you know, you're more in the entertainment realm and stuff, and then, you know, okay, well, I get a few moments of enlightenment and stuff, and so now let me go ahead and try to educate myself, you know, and it's just gonna get lost on you know. So that's why I say, like, in business, it's not a lot of people and stuff, you know, that get into the business aspect of things. You know, they truly don't get into the business aspect of things. Like, man, daggone, this business thing and stuff is real boring, right? Guys, I'm not gonna be sitting up here giving you the 411 on this person's information or that person's information. I'm giving you basic information and stuff, man, on what you're trying to do to get an understanding about this career field and stuff, which is trucking. You know, the individuals involved in it and stuff like that. Yeah, you know, hey, do I know them? Yeah, but you know, there's certain things and stuff I participate in, and if you're talking about business, and you want to do a collaboration and stuff like that about talking about other things in business and do things productively, then yeah, I'm with you on that and stuff. But you know, when you sit over here and you know you having relationship problems and stuff like that, you know, hey, I understand it's cool to vent. It's cool to talk about. It's cool to vent. It's cool to talk about things, because sometimes, you know, you need to hear yourself speak to get your own, you know, to get an answer to some things. But then there's some things that don't even need to be put out there. They don't need to be put out there and stuff. But, you know, you put it out there for the aspect of what create drama. And now the drama's created and stuff. And then, you know, a lot of people want to sit there and, oh, now I'm the victim. I'm the victim because you put stuff out there that shouldn't even been put out there and stuff, and, you know, and people live for that type of stuff. They wake up every morning, man, you know, hey, what kind of drama can I get into today? And then, you know, things get a little bit too far and stuff, and now they want to drag folk into court, and because they're slandering people's names and stuff like that, when, you know, certain things shouldn't have been said or done, you know. If you're calling yourself a grown-up intellectual, okay, it's time to assert some of that intelligence. And that's the thing I'm saying. Just don't get that mixed up. Yeah, I'm familiar with it, right? I'm familiar with it. But I just don't put my time, energy, and resource and stuff into it. I'm like, you know, some of this stuff, man, I mean, in the first minute, I can already tell and stuff where it's going. I can tell where it's going in the first minute. So I'm like, yeah, did I invest into it? Yeah, about the first minute. Then after that and stuff, I clicked off and started watching something else. So, you know. But that's the thing there. That's the thing there, ladies and gentlemen. It's just, you know, if you're gonna be in it, be in it. But just don't come over here reaching out and talking to me and stuff about, oh man, dude, did you hear about so and so? Okay, well, I mean, I hear what you're saying. I don't want anything bad to happen to anybody, because it's this is a game, and I feel like everybody should be winning the game. Everybody. But unfortunately, you know, if you surround yourself with counterproductiveness and stuff, then, you know, I can't help you. I can't help you. You're not in a position to be helped. But I guess that's that and stuff, man. Y'all got any questions for me and stuff, man? Just go ahead and fire away. We got an hour in. Got hour 18 in. Y'all got any questions, stuff? You go ahead and fire away and stuff. All right. Well, let's see. I guess I go ahead and summarize and stuff about some of the upcoming things and stuff I got going on. Let's see. So if everything goes like it's supposed to tomorrow, and stuff, let's see. Hold on, what you got? I would rather hear about information that will help me grow and build a better life. I feel for the brother that you're talking about, and I wish him the best. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I wish the brother the best too, him and the sister, you know. I wish them both the best. I wish them both the best and stuff, but you know, I mean, it's just, you know, it's something that they gotta, you know, it's something that they gotta figure out and stuff, man. I mean, this social media thing, it's like I said, you know, it's a tool, but I think people just use it the wrong way because, you know, it's something about those likes, man. It's something about those likes and them thumbs up, boy. Them likes and them thumbs up and stuff, man. You know, it's more addictive than any narcotic, any form of alcohol or whatever. You know, it's, you know, attention. You know, it's the attention. I'm back. Let's see. Well, I'm starting to get phone calls and stuff, y'all. So y'all already know what that means. Time for me to go and start wrapping it up. But yeah, Mr. Turn, just give me a call tomorrow and stuff. I'll be free after 3. I'm hoping that I got the rest of the weekend and stuff off. It's just, you know, I never can tell. You got the holiday coming up. People committing to Lowe's, and then they say, well, man, no, I ain't gonna do it. So, you know, I'm on standby and stuff on that. So if I get some time and stuff like that, I'll try to go live and stuff again this weekend. But okay, all right, maybe I can get the feed and stuff done. Okay, so anyway, what I got going on and stuff is that if I get in town early enough and I get my stuff took care of, I'm still looking at that studio. The space is still available, so I'm hoping that I can get over there and stuff and take a look at it and see that it got enough space and stuff like that. Cause I didn't get a chance to look at it last time. My pickup truck is finally done. And stuff, and so now I know I ain't got to pour any more money into that, large amounts of money and stuff into that. So with that project done now and behind me, I can go ahead and get my other little stuff done, and so that will fix all my issues and stuff like my personal vehicles and stuff, which, you know, this thing has just been a headache, man. It's just been a headache and stuff there. So I just need to find that, find an embroider to finish off some of my uniforms and stuff that I'm gonna have, and I guess that'll be it. So I'm hoping that I can get all this stuff knocked out between now and I want to have it all done by July, right? I want to have it all done by July and stuff, cause if this place has enough space, you know, to set up things and stuff that I get that I want set up and everything, then, you know, I'll be doing some lives from I'll be doing some live stuff from the studio. So, I already got the name and stuff picked out. I already got the itinerary. Everything's just all drawn out. It's just I'm hoping that this place is what I'm thinking it is and stuff. So, if that's the case, then, I'm going to go with that. If not, then I just going to have to turn the truck and stuff into the studio. Yeah, I'll be doing the same thing and stuff. Well, if I guess I have to see what happens and stuff tomorrow. It's my intention. I want to stay out and stuff and work, but at the same time, I got a chance to sit there and get this other stuff done too. So I want to go ahead, nip that in the bud, get that behind me, and go ahead and finally get this stuff set up the way I want it. So, let's see. I missed the crypto rush. I feel like I need to wait to invest in anything. I may be wrong, but I feel like their markets will be pulled back, but I don't know if there will be a real crash. The thing about investing is that you can't sit around and wait, because when you wait, it's too late, right? Like everybody be talking about, the whole the Dogecoin, the Dogecoin, right? Everybody didn't know about the Dogecoin and how to get into it. The same thing like AMC, the AMC theaters and stuff like that. Nobody knew when to get in there. But when it started, that thing, when it begins to take off and makes money, that's when oh man, I missed it. Oh man, I missed it. So, the time is now, right? The time is now and stuff. It's never a wrong time to invest. It's never a wrong time to invest. It's just, if you want to invest, right, then get into those, you don't have to put your money up and stuff, right? But just understand what markets you may want to get into and what things you don't want to get into. But that involves you having to get an understanding about the whole investment process. Because if you don't know, then you're never going to know when it's a good time and stuff to get in there. Like doggone, you ain't going to know where to put your money. The people that made money have made so much that when everything falls apart, they're ready to buy it even cheaper. Right. So it's always a thing and stuff about, winning and losing. We always want to win, and we just want to be there at the time. Like, doggone, if I would have got in there right when it was small, and then I never knew it was going to blow up, I never knew it was going to blow up. You hear the stories all the time. Man, I should have got in McDonald's. Man, if, you hear the stories and stuff like, oh man, they sold the stock at this amount and stuff like that. The same thing with the Michael Jordan thing. Oh man, I could have gotten there and stuff around that time. Then I'd be a millionaire now and stuff. So it's the time now. Okay, start engine. So that's one way. That's one way and stuff. But I don't have a personal insight about the investment market and stuff. So I can't tell you who to talk to specifically. What I can say is that if you are interested in investment, right, then you got to get in those type of settings and stuff like that. Just like you over here. You've been over here for a whole hour. Getting about talking about trucking. Got to dedicate that same time to investment, right? Or get an understanding about investment. So so when you have your ducks and stuff in a row, okay, well, yeah, all right, I know where to go to. I know where to go to and stuff, guys. People are always talking and they're saying, well, yeah, this is a good place and that a good place, but it's best to get it from those and stuff who got that understanding about that science. But it's always a good time. It's always a good time and stuff to start. It's always a good time to start and stuff, man. Just don't, if it's something that you seriously want to consider, if it's something you seriously want to do and you want to get into and stuff, then, you just got to start going into those venues. You got to go into those venues and stuff, man. Otherwise, you're just going to be holding money and you're not gonna know where to put it and stuff like that, and then until it's too late when the very stock is making money, but you don't know what stock to go into. Like, oh man, that stock right there started making money, but you didn't even know how to get in there. But fellas, that's been my time and stuff, man. I'm gonna go ahead and end the feed there. Make a few phone calls and stuff like that. Like I said, I will be free tomorrow after 3 o'clock. After 3 p.m. tomorrow and stuff, I will be free for those who wish to contact me and stuff. Again, my contact information is on my YouTube page. Get it, text me first, let me know who you are, let me know what the subject matter is and stuff, and I can let you know. Well, you already know what I'm gonna be free, right? So also hit me up on my Instagram, which is Rhode Island Red Rooster 22. Rhode Island Red Rooster 22 on Instagram. I'm always posting up things about my 2013 Freightliner Cascadia. And with that being said, continue to do your research, fact find. Well, this is your man right here. Telling you as always, continue to do your research, fact finding studies. Harness on your skills daily. Till next time we talk, next time we meet, be safe, be easy. Peace out.